What's up, y'all? These are some of my favorite exercises or stretches to do after a run or a high intensity exercise session, or if I'm kind of feeling a little bit tight and I just want to move my body a little bit. So you don't need any props for this, but blocks might be helpful to help elevate the floor to your hands, but totally optional. Anything works. You can use blocks, a jar, anything to bring the ground a little bit closer to you. So we're gonna do some leg work first to send some love to the quads and the hamstrings and the hips, because I think everyone I know in the world has issues in those areas. So come to a low lunge position. Curl your back toes here. And just to get started, I'm gonna use blocks because I really like to bring the floor up when I'm in this position so I can really get into the area that I'm trying to target. So I'm gonna try to target my hip flexors first. So my right leg is forward, my left leg is back. I'm squeezing my left glute, drawing my belly in, tucking my pelvis here. And then from there, I'm gonna sit a little bit lower until I'm feeling it in this left hip flexor here. Then once I feel like I'm in my sweet spot, I'm gonna plant the block under my right hand on this right side body. I'm gonna lift my arm up and overhead and bend to my right. That will really get into this area, the hip flexor area more. And I'm just gonna hang out here for 3 full breaths. Not forcing anything, but going to my edge where it's challenging but doable. And my whole body's not shaking trying to hold this stretch. Good, then slowly come out of it, lower your arm, bring your torso back up. Now I'm gonna take the blocks with me. I'm gonna walk my left knee back a little bit as I extend my right foot long for a half split. So my knee is under my left hip. Blocks are here for support, you don't need them. I'm gonna flex my toes. You can have a bend in this knee. As you breathe in, create length in your spine and then fold from your waist as far as your right hamstring will allow you to go. And just for a little bit of activation, I like to push my right heel down and drag it into my right hip socket, just a little bit, maybe 30 to 40% intensity. Keeping the engagement in my quad to help the hamstring stretch. Relaxing my face. I'm not tensing up the rest of my body. My upper body is relaxed. Just my hands are supporting my torso here. Good, I'll stay for one more breath. Nice work. I'm gonna replant my front foot. I'm gonna move the blocks away for just a moment. And now I'm gonna lower my left hand down. I'm gonna bend my left foot and I'm gonna turn and take a hold of my foot here. And to start, I'm gonna press my foot into my hand away from my body to open up through my right side chest here. I'm kind of coming out to the pinky edge of my right foot. I'll just turn so you guys can see that. So pinky edge of my right foot. Kind of letting this knee go into external rotation as I'm pressing my foot. And now I'm gonna pull my foot in to get into this left quad and hip flexor more, especially the quad, the more I bend my knee. Good. I'm gonna slowly let it go. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna come back to this direction. I'm gonna plant my left leg forward, my right knee back. I'm gonna bring the block here under my shoulder. I'm gonna squeeze my right glute, tuck my pelvis, send my hips here till I feel the stretch. Then I'm gonna lift my arm up and overhead and lean to the side. And you can do this without a block. Some people have the flexibility to reach. I just like the support to be able to bend my elbow a little bit more here. We'll stay for about 3 breaths. And if you untuck your toes and press the top of your foot into the mat, that can help take some of the pressure off your planted knee. Good, release the arm, come back up. Now I'm gonna wriggle my knee back and extend my leg long, so I'm stacked my hips over my knee. Flex foot, bent knee here is okay. I'm gonna sit tall through my spine and then fold from my waist as I bring my chest down. Slightly press my heel in and slightly pull it back, just to get a little bit of hamstring activation here. Quads are engaged. Good work. Replant your front foot. You don't need the blocks anymore. Frame your foot here. My right hand is down. I'm gonna lift my right knee and turn and take a hold of my foot. And I'm gonna come to the pinky edge of this left leg here. To start, I'm gonna press my foot into my hand, opening up through my left shoulder and chest. Then I'm gonna hug my foot in towards my body, getting more into the quad here. Keeping with nice controlled breaths. I'm not forcing anything or pushing it, just finding that edge and then using my breath to help soften it. Good. Slowly release. Untuck the toes. I'm gonna send my foot back and I'm just gonna come to child's pose for just a moment. Soles of my feet together. Knees can be as close or as wide as you would like. Good. Now I'm going to walk my hands forward. We're going to go into puppy pose here, get some love into the shoulders. So hips are over knees. I'm going to reach my arms forward, and then I'm going to bring my chest to the floor. And just to start, I'm going to knit my low ribs to my hip bones so we're not getting a big sway in the back, because I really want to emphasize the shoulders here. And if you'd like, you can take your gaze forward, maybe resting on your chin. That's if you have good shoulder flexion. I have quite tight shoulders, so I'm just going to rest my forehead on the mat, pressing my finger pads into the mat and sending my hips back, creating length in my spine. Keeping my belly drawn towards my spine, opening up through the shoulders here. Nice work. Now I'm going to plant my elbows down. I'm going to bring my hands together, and I'm going to bring my thumbs towards my neck just to get into my triceps and into my shoulders a little bit more. We'll stay for 2 full breaths. Replant my hands, walk my hands under my shoulder, press myself up. And now I'm going to come to a seated forward fold. I like my feet about hips distance apart. I'm going to sit tall through my spine, flex my feet, engage my kneecaps so my quads are engaged, and then fold forward from my waist. And then let my back round, my head hang, but I'm keeping the engagement in my legs. Your hands don't have to touch your feet. You can grab a hold of any clothing you might have. You might be hanging out with your hands at your knees. Your torso might be almost completely upright. That is okay. This is exactly where you are. Our bodies change from day to day. They are never the same. And that's the beautiful thing about yoga specifically that I love, is it is a very humbling practice, but also it's about being present with your body at that moment, at that day, at that time. And that looks different every day, from every session. It's never the same. Okay, slowly stack your bones. Come up tall through the spine, and then scoot yourself down if you need to come all the way down. Arms up and overhead, point your fingers, point your toes, full body stretch. And then hug your knees into your chest, maybe roll side to side a little bit. And then extend one leg long as you hug in. I'm hugging my right knee in. I'm going to scoot my hips to the right as I roll my knee over to the side to come to one of my favorites, a supine twist. Root your right shoulder blade down. Your gaze might come over to your right shoulder. And then if you'd like a little bit more, bend your left knee, take a hold of your foot with your right hand so you're getting a little bit of a quad stretch in the left leg as you hang out here in this supine twist. Option to extend your right leg long here if you want to get into the hamstrings a little bit more and into the calves. But don't push it. Maybe this feels nice right here. Stay for one more full breath in and let it all go. Let go of your foot if you have it. Come back onto your back, recenter your hips, and swap legs. Hug your left leg in or the other leg, extend the leg long. Scoot your hips to the side of the leg you're holding and roll your knee over to the opposite side. I'm rolling my left knee over to the right, so I'm gonna anchor my left shoulder blade down. Arm can come out, your gaze can come to that side, or you can take it into the bottom leg with a quad stretch. If you go somewhere on this side and it's just not happening, come out of it. You might notice that it's different from side to side. Option 2, extend your top leg if you would like, or make it a bit more passive. Let's stay for one more breath in, and one more breath out. Slowly let go of the bottom leg if you have it. Come back onto your back, hug your knees in, take a hold of the back of your thighs or the pinky edge of your feet for happy baby pose. Whew. Alrighty, y'all. If you'd like to go to Shavasana, by all means, do so. I think Shavasana should happen after every workout. Otherwise, I hope you feel just a little bit cooled down now. So grab some water, get some fresh air. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you are. I'll see you next time.